Well, hello there, class. Today's flipped math lesson is on common factors and greatest common factors. Okay, so a common factor the word common there is your key as to what it means. Common meaning that it's the same in two places. Okay, so a common factor is a number that is a factor of two numbers. So let me give you an example. If I were to list the factors of 4, remember, factors are numbers that make up other numbers, and the factors of 8, using my T-chart here, I would have 1 times 4 and 2 times 2. And those are the only factors that make up 4. And if I were going to list the factors of 8, I'd have 1 times 8 and 2 times 4. And now, if I were going to look for the common ones, which numbers appear in both lists? Well, that would be 1, 2, and 4. So 1, 2, and 4 are common factors of 4 and 8. Now, before I moved on to talk to you about greatest common factors, I just wanted to let you guys know, I just wanted to tell you that I have a dog. Her name is Sue, and she is a border collie. I just kind of wanted to let you guys know that. Okay, so now let's talk about greatest common factors. Okay, so greatest common factors are the greatest or the largest number that is a factor of two numbers. So, for example, if I wanted to find the greatest common factor between the numbers 28 and 42, well, the very first thing I'm going to do is I am going to make a T-chart for 28 and a T-chart for 42, and I'm going to list the factors. Now this is pretty easy if we know our math facts. So we always start with 1. 1 times 28. 2 times 14. And 4 times 7. Those are all the factors of 28. Now I'm going to list the factors of 42. Starting with 1. 1 times 42. And since 42 is an even number, I know it's divisible by 2, which is going to be 2 times 21. And my divisibility rule says that it's also divisible by 3, because 4 plus 2 is 6, and 6 is divisible by 3. Therefore, 42 is divisible by 3. That's 3 times 14. And then 6 times 7. Okay, so there's all the factors of 42 and all the factors of 28. Now, so let me find the common ones. Well, they both have 1, and they both have 2, and they both have 14, and they both have 7. So those are the common factors, 1, 2, 14, and 7. Now, the greatest common factor is the one number that's in both lists that's the largest, and that's 14. So the greatest common factor, or you'll hear me say a lot, the GCF, is 14. Okay, let's do another one. Let's do 96 and 100. Let's see if we can figure out the greatest common factor between 96 and 100. So I'll start by listing all the factors of 96. I've got 1 times 96. 96 is an even number, so I know it's divisible by 2, which is 2 times 48. And since 9 plus 6 is 15, which is divisible by 3, 96 must be divisible by 3, so that's 3 times 32. And 4 times 24. It does not end in a 5 or a 0, so it's not divisible by 5. 6 times 16. So I knew it was divisible by 6 because it was divisible by both 2 and 3. Remember that divisibility rule? And then a math fact here, 8 times 12. So there's all my factors for 96. Now, if we didn't know our divisibility rules, I might have missed some of these. Okay, and then the factors for 100. 1 times 100. 2 times 50, because I know 100's an even number. 4 times 25. 5 times 20. And then, of course, we all know 10 times 10. Okay, so now I'm going to circle all the common ones. Well, of course, they both have 1, and they both have 2, and they both have 4. Are there any others that are the same? See, I don't have 6 here, and I don't have 3, nor 8. None of the others are the same. So the only common factors I have are 1, 2, and 4. But the greatest, in other words, the biggest factor that is in both lists is the 4. So the greatest common factor between 96 and 100 is 4. All right. There you have it. And I'll see you on Monday.